Hi guys, LoreLord here, and in my last video where I talked about a policy that I feel like would destroy YouTube, another thing that I didn't mention was C.O.O.P.A. That's something that everyone is currently talking about, so you've probably heard of it. However, I didn't mention it because at the time I didn't think it was that bad of a thing. I didn't even think it would affect me in any way because I am older than what is considered a kid where I'm from. So it didn't worry me enough back then, but it does now, because it seems to be way worse than we thought. So this is what C.O.O.P.A is. C.O.O.P.A is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. This is a law that's made to protect children online, and it was made back in 1998, and it gets revised every 10 years, but sometimes gets revised early, and it was supposed to be revised in 2023. However, they have decided to revise it early, and therefore have revised it this year. And whilst revising this, they have decided that several YouTube creators were violating it. So on the 1st of January, the FTC, on behalf of YouTube, is implementing this policy onto the website where they can choose if whether or not your content is directed towards children or not. If you upload content like I do, then you have probably seen the message. If not, then every time you upload a video, YouTube asks you if the video is directed towards children or not, and you have to say whether or not it is, and you have to do the same with your entire channel. If you say that your video or your entire channel is directed towards children, then your videos can't be monetized. Your subscribers won't be notified of any video. You barely ever, if ever, get on the recommended. And the comment section is automatically disabled and you can't enable it. So people might say, okay, then I'll just mark it as not for kids. Then I won't have to suffer any of these penalties. However, that doesn't protect you, because even if you say that a video is marked as not for kids, at the end of the day, it's the FTC is the judge of that. The FTC observes every video. They don't actually watch the whole video. They just look at the thumbnail and probably see the first few minutes of the video, and then based off of that, they dictate if whether or not the video is made for kids or not. And this won't be done by an actual human employee, this will be done by bots. And we all already know how bad bots are with dealing these type of things. Another thing is that what makes a video for kids is so vague. It can just include animations, popular music, childlike sound effects, things that, although they do appeal to children, they can also appeal to teenagers or even adults. Another thing is that if you violate this rule, since it's a legally binding thing, you will actually get fined, and the fine can be as expensive as $42,000. And the thing that I'm worried about my own personal channel, I'm not just worried about my channel, I'm worried about the entire website. In fact, no, I'm not worried about the entire website now, because my last video was about how I'm worried that this site will be destroyed. Now I know it will be. But what I'm worried about my channel is that this also applies to video games. What video games exactly? I don't know, because again, they do not specify anything. So, but my guess would be like video games G-rated and G-rated will be applied, but video games M, MA and R won't be. But that's just my theory, my hypothesis. They're so vague about it. For all we know, all video games can be applied. But if my theory is correct, then my entire Minecraft series, all my Fortnite gameplay, all the games that I've played that are G or PG will probably be made as made for kids. even though I don't want them to be. However, unfortunately, it's the FTC that gets to dictate if whether or not it is. And as far as I know, you can't appeal what the FTC has decided. Once the FTC has decided that a video is made for kids, then you can't appeal it. You have to suffer the consequences of getting it wrong. So, like I said before, there are a lot of videos that I'll probably have to mark as made for kids, even though I seriously don't want to, but I legally have to. So this new policy comes on the 1st of January, so I have till then to decide if whether or not I should. I could use your opinion on this. Should I mark the mentioned videos as made for kids? I feel like I should, just to be safe. However, I also had to private a bunch of videos just to be safe from the reign of terror that is YouTube. And I don't want to keep just constantly ruining my channel just to appease to YouTube. So that's a reason why I don't want to make those videos for kids. However, I will probably have to, legally speaking. But compared to other YouTubers, I have it easy. There are several animated YouTubers who have said that they'll probably have to quit YouTube, because animation is probably the most vulnerable genre when it comes to this new C.O.O.P.A law. And I just know that this will be the death of this website. By the time the year 2020 finishes, YouTube would have become a wasteland and half of the people would have left. That is not just an over-exaggeration. That is a legitimate theory on what will happen to this website. I myself will not leave, or at least I seriously hope that I don't have to, because I only started a year ago and I don't want to give that up now. But anyway, I'll end the video off here. I hope you guys enjoyed. What am I saying? I know you didn't. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully it's a more of an uplifting one, and not more bad news about how YouTube is ruining their site. But anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.